Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning into today's video. We have more PlayStation news, rumours and leaks to go over. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. So we are starting off with a reliable leaker who has a fairly solid reputation for correctly reporting on a number of PlayStation related events in the past. Going by the name of Billbil-kun, he has in the past correctly leaked a number of PlayStation related content over the years. He's indicated that Sony is gearing up for some sort of announcement behind the scenes. Even if we may not get a huge PlayStation showcase in December as originally hoped for, something may happen. Billbil-kun posted on X, a PlayStation event is really happening soon? ? I don't have the answer, but many PlayStation stuff are being prepared behind the scenes. Some fresh news are coming. Stay tuned. While Billbil-kun is a reliable leaker, it's also worth remembering that PlayStation celebrates its 30th anniversary in early December, so it's entirely possible that Sony has some surprises in store during that period. What that looks like is anybody's guess. We also have the Game Awards a week after the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, so I doubt we'll get a huge showcase of any kind, especially a big event. If we're lucky, it could be a smaller state of play, hopefully featuring a little gameplay from Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, and a couple of smaller titles if we're lucky. What do you think could happen during the PlayStation's 30th anniversary next week on the 3rd of December? Let's move on. Digital Foundry has revealed in a recent report that the latest Silent Hill 2 Remake update, which was issued last week to fix issues on the PS5 Pro, is an update which replaces PSSR in the Pro with TSR for the game's performance mode. PSSR, which is the AI-driven upscaling technology that uses machine learning based technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding extraordinary amounts of detail. That was being used in Silent Hill 2 and it had problems. There were several issues which the way the Pro was upscaling the visuals within the game. Clearly these are development issues, not utilizing the PSSR as intended. These small teething issues are very likely to occur so early into a new console lifecycle. The way the devs have bypassed the PSSR upscaling issues is by releasing an update which, instead of using PSSR, now uses TSR. It now means that Silent Hill 2 uses Unreal Engine 5's own upscaling technology. Let me know if this has made a difference to your gaming experience whilst playing Silent Hill 2. I've avoided playing this for quite a while because I was waiting for the game to get patched before diving in. Kind of fed up of waiting, if I'm honest with you, so if this update using TSR works and the game plays as it's intended to play, I might just dive in. But let me know if you've experienced any problems since the most recent update. Let's move on. Some really promising news if you are a fan of Black Myth: Wukong. While not officially announced, it is essentially confirmed that Black Myth: Wukong DLC is on the way. Its release date is still a mystery, but a recent tease from the game's director Feng Ji seems to imply that it may be coming very soon. This was reported by Insider Gaming. The Black Myth: Wukong DLC tease comes from the Golden Joystick Awards. During their Game of the Year acceptance speech, Ji goes on to say there might just be some surprises waiting for you later this year. This implies we could see some new content for one of 2024's biggest games by the end of the year. And it's entirely possible this statement is alluding to Black Myth: Wukong's Xbox release. However, before the tease, G does go on to say that you might have already completed our game, so it seems the surprise is addressed to those who have finished the award-winning game and not the Xbox players who are still waiting to play the game. With the Game Awards just on the horizon, it's possible that G was alluding to some sort of reveal at the show. It would be a great opportunity to advertise some Black Myth: Wukong DLC, especially since it's nominated for multiple categories including Game of the Year. This is what I hope will happen, that the DLC gets announced during the Game Awards show and it's available to download from the 12th, so pretty much a shadow drop. Wouldn't that be amazing? Black Myth: Wukong is arguably the year's most successful video game, available on PS5 and PC. The game sold over 20 million units since its launch in August. Whilst it has fallen in rank since its release, it has remained on PS5's most downloaded games. Even Sony credits the action RPG for significant growth in third-party software sales for this year. I cannot wait for my physical copy of this game to arrive. I can easily see myself playing this for several hours and days on end. Perfect timing if the DLC drops on the 12th too. Okay, let's move on. It seems as though the rumours of a PlayStation handheld just will not go away. This time, however, a major news publication has corroborated reports of a PlayStation handheld. Bloomberg has claimed to have heard from its sources that Sony's eyeing a slice of the Nintendo market share, in addition to competing with Microsoft, who are apparently working on their own prototype of an Xbox handheld. Previous rumours suggested that PlayStation's upcoming handheld will be able to play PS4 games. Bloomberg, however, has gone a step further and claims that the portable device will also be able to play PS5 games as well. The article gives us the impression that the handheld will play PS5 games natively, which sets it apart from the PS Portal, which uses remote play. According to Bloomberg, the portable is in very early stages of development, so it might be targeting the PS6 generation, as past leakers have claimed. The report further corroborates rumours that the upcoming PlayStation handheld draws inspiration from the successful PS Portal. A known leaker had previously claimed that the PS Portal's unexpected success resulted in a renewed interest in handhelds within Sony. Bloomberg reports that Sony initially planned for the PS Portal to be a standalone handheld as opposed to a remote player. Perhaps the company is planning to fill that void. I mean, the demand for the PlayStation handheld is absolutely massive. And it's not just a PlayStation handle, it's the actual handheld market itself. So many people play games on their phones, and mobile gaming is absolutely massive. It's an absolute cash cow for companies if they get it right. I just can't stand playing on my mobile. It's not big enough, it has no dedicated control system, the screen is too small. I love playing on the Switch, and I remember playing on the PSP years ago, and it was absolutely brilliant. So a dedicated PlayStation handheld will be fantastic, especially when you can play your PS4 and PS5 games. That would be absolutely amazing. What do you think? Okay, let's move on. What game are Naughty Dog working on? I mean, what are they actually working on? An Uncharted 5? Maybe a reboot of the Uncharted series? The Last of Us 3? Or some kind of new fantasy game? I say this because Troy Baker, best known as Joel in The Last of Us, as well as Nathan Drake's brother Sam in the Uncharted series, is set to collaborate with Naughty Dog once again. In a GQ profile of the prolific video game actor, the publication also confirmed Baker will have a part to play in Naughty Dog's next game. Druckmann goes on to say that in a heartbeat, I would always work with Troy Baker. We still don't have any more concrete details about what Baker's role will be in the upcoming game. In fact, we don't even actually know much about the game itself. Back in June, Druckmann confirmed Naughty Dog had a number of games in the works, including multiple single-player projects. At this time, Druckmann said the studio will not just be known for The Last of Us forever, and that future projects will be as story-rich as the studio's previous works. Druckmann goes on to say that we create experiences that are steeped in story and character, especially relationships, and the stories have some sort of philosophical core, and then everything is going to revolve around and feed into. There's been speculation that Naughty Dog is working on a fantasy-themed release. This began after several posters with fantasy-like elements were spotted on the walls in The Last of Us Part 1. Meanwhile, even earlier than that, back in 2021, the team's senior concept artist Hyung Nam set rumours off after they uploaded 3 new pieces of work to their ArtStation account. The series was titled The Women of the North, with the first of these images showing a warrior sitting on top of a slain dragon. Nam tried to explain these pieces away, but retrospectively stating that they were meant to be some kind of a homage to the dragon-free Assassin's Creed Valhalla world, and it had nothing to do with the Naughty Dog project. So interesting things happening at Naughty Dog. Very excited to learn more about them, especially knowing that they've got these multiple single-player projects in the pipeline. I like that. We know that The Last of Us 3 is definitely one of them that's in the pipeline. I hope they're working on a new Uncharted game. I don't mind if it's a reboot of the franchise or if it's Uncharted 5. Don't mind. Just want a new game for Uncharted. And the other could be the fantasy-themed game. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the topics discussed in the video today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.